We're live.
Wow, 30 seconds is a long time. Man.
There it goes. And I forgot to make the this thing again. Yay.
All right, cool. There we are.
Yeah,
Nice.
help you read the chat.
I waited my 30 seconds to say it, so I got to say it now. Go Birds.
Yeah. So you just made it back, right? So you hit New Orleans, you booed
sure.
Taylor Swift, and then you flew to Philly, turned over a few cars, and then made it. Oh,
Ride it on dump trucks, yeah.
That's good. I'm glad you made it back.
I'm very disappointed that no one read my daily report on Monday because I had to go into work. And at the end of the note, I said, because Tuesday was a holiday.
Ah, right.
I was going to say, in honor of the Birds winning the 2025 Super Bowl, I will be taking the day off to climb light poles and throw batteries at people. Right? Nobody got it, right? I was like, oh, man,
that's too bad. Yeah.
But people were asking, so like, is the city, like today, people were asking, like, so is the city destroyed? I'm like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the outcome would have been.
Oh, yeah.
Chiefs win, Birds win is the same result. It's you're losing a choice, right?
Right.
Like that's just what would happen, right?
Yeah. I lived in Chicago during the Bulls run, and the first beginning of their dynasty, it was the happiest, most fun night out. Everyone was just like drunk and hugging each other and everything. And then after I left Chicago, it just kind of turned, and then it was all me. But cars started burning and everything. It was like, so I guess it just wasn't. They weren't showing enough of their pride or whatever in their team. But it was weird how it turned, because I remember, like, I guess that would have been like mid '90s, where it wasn't dangerous and it was actually kind of fun, and then it just turned into like, okay, watch out, your car's going to get flipped, and you're going to run away with it on fire.
I agree, Matt. Yeah. Disappointed with the actual level of destruction in Philly. We can do better.
Yeah, it was disappointing. It wasn't. Yeah. You didn't really care, did you?
All right, that's enough sports talk.
Yeah, that was. What a game, though. Jeez, one-sided. It's more fun when it's like real close.
That's what like the one guy who kind of works. Or the one guy from Chicago, who kind of work with older guys, he's kind of like, oh, would have been a better game if it was Napa. I'm like, not really. No, right? Like, yeah. Although, to be fair, like, okay, I don't know how they calculate it because I'm not really that much of a sports person, but at like halfway through the third quarter, they're like, okay, Kansas needs this many more possessions. And kind of like after like the first two, and they're like, and now it's impossible. So like all it is just like playing out the last 15 minutes. So yeah, I understand that.
Yes, but
commercials also suck.
That's right. That's the other thing the Super Bowl does is they roll out
car, and AI.
Yeah, and a lot of old celebrities, like
the
aging celebrities roll out.
Not like they're making movies.
Yeah, right. Fun stuff, but. Yeah, but that must have been fun for you. It's been a while.
It's been a while. Like, it's funny. Thanks to your code, I was stealth watching on my phone at work, and then it's like right until like the middle of the third quarter. Then like the big boss walks, and I'm like, just like quietly turn.
And you accidentally send it to the biggest monitor.
That was hilarious, right? Like I still have my headphones in, and I'm like,
nice.
Gotta look like I'm doing work.
Yeah, it's nice that they do that. That Dazn, DAZN streaming service. If you have to buy it's like $100 some for the NFL pass, but after the playoffs are over, you can get the Super Bowl for 100 yen.
Yeah. Like as I log in, I'm like, want to watch 140 yen? I'm like, well, I got a code. I can just log in, but 140 yen.
Isn't that great? Good, so that you can go back, like, because it's the week before, like it's there's a few weeks between the Super Bowl, and so you can actually go back and watch all the playoff games. They do these nice digest versions of the games where you can catch up on where everybody is, and then you get the Super Bowl. Yeah. So it used to be, and that used to not be the case. It used to be really painful and difficult to watch any sports. But that platform especially has made it, if you're a soccer fan, European soccer fan or American football fan, so much easier now. And even like F1 and stuff, they do a lot of incredible coverage.
Oh, nice. Well, because I was talking to like my brother and my mom on the line as I was walking over, and my mom's like, shut up and watch the game. I'm just like, oh, in what like capitalist utopia do you expect me to be able to watch like the Super Bowl for free in another country?
Yeah, right. Yes. Yeah, it used to be you would just you'd be on YouTube and you'd just like watch these pirated streams, and YouTube would just be like stamping them out, and you'd go to the next one. Somehow they'd be able to get it to rank like at the top of searches, and it's just a pirated Super Bowl. Fun stuff. Anyway, that's the expat lifestyle. We get the crumbs. So so we got some Frostgrave coming up.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Yep. Hey, game stuff.
Yeah, actually game related things. Yeah, so second edition? You're gonna second edition rules? Okay, cool.
Which I'm actually I haven't gone through line by line and seen what the difference between the two things. I think second edition was more of like a best practices cleanup thing, right? Like, it was what, 5-6 years between editions? So I mean,
yeah, and everything was backwards compatible. They didn't change enough. I think a lot of it was just balancing spells and stuff.
Thank God.
Yeah, because I think McCullough said that there were spells that just nobody took. So it's like, let's give people a reason to use these spells.
These and,
and Spellcrow has a Kickstarter now of orcs, of 20 mil orcs. And they did wizards, and so it's just like, it would be a perfect Frostgrave.
It would,
Like, oh, that sucks. Yeah, that used to be Raupartha EU used to do that. They would release metal miniature sets that were just perfect war bands. So that's where my dwarves came from.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll be seeing those on Sunday.
Yes, I'll bring my dwarves, my heavy metal dwarves.
my Oathmark elves will not be fully painted. Because I did the thing like, okay, I wanted everybody in the 10-person team to have like base colors on. And last night I spent like, okay, well, let's do this kind of like one test model almost to completion. I'm like, that looks pretty good. Not going to have time to do it on like 9 other models.
Right.
So.
And it's Eagles colors, I take it.
Yeah. I do have some like green stuff world resin birds, and I'm like, how fucking cheap would it be if I just like did like the thin wire coming out and just went, yeah.
Nice.
Okay, if I hadn't said it, you probably wouldn't have noticed. It is like dark green, teal, white, and black. Okay.
All right.
Anyway, all right.
Nice. Good to see everybody in the chat.
Hey, Hodog's here.
Hey,
Matt,
yeah. Miguel. Nice. Yeah. Clarion is first in.
First.
Oh yeah, Hoodie. Nice, very good. And yeah, Matt. So we've got a couple of players out. So I think we'll make if Will is available, we'll make Will's Tunnels and Trolls character, and then he'll swap in for Terry for the next few weeks because Terry's out for almost a month.
Right. Wow.
We'll try that, and I think it's pretty flexible. I think we can like make players NPCs when they're not available, and it's not and as long because they're not going to be walking into stuff.
There's the whole big discussion about like, oh, it breaks kind of immersion to have like characters and like. Just like a TV show or just like a movie, right?
The focus, kind of changes.
The focus is different, but also like, this is not real life. Other stuff comes up, right? Like actors have obligations and stuff, and sometimes you're like, well, this episode, it's not like the person is gone. We're just not focusing on them.
Yeah. So if, and I think that if you're real strict with that, and it's like all, especially 4 or 5 people, if they all have to be available, you're not going to play.
Especially if you're above a certain age.
Yeah, right. Yeah, if you've got other obligations. If you're all university students, it probably works.
Yeah, no life university students.
Right, but it's really hard to keep that together, and even online, like even us just doing this thing, it's like Friday night in North America, but people still have stuff. Yeah, nice. Will is free. Yeah, and it's Valentine's Day, so anybody with a girlfriend has to do something about it.
Girlfriend, yes. Wife, no. I didn't say that.
Right. That's right. All right.
This is Japan. We don't have to do anything on this, right? This is Red Day, not White Day.
Right. And women have just started buying chocolate for themselves anyhow.
Why
like
not?
all this gourmet shops pop up, and you see these long lines, and like they're all just buying for themselves. You know it.
So what?
I
buy chocolate for myself.
Yeah, but they tried to reverse. Yeah, so Japan's got reverse Valentine's because men didn't buy expensive chocolate, so they flipped it and said, "Oh no, Valentine's Day means women have to buy chocolate," and it worked for a few decades. They fell for it. All right, well, let's get started here. Welcome to the Weekly. I'm Jeremy.
I'm Chris.
And this week on the Weekly, Blade 68. So we mentioned it last time, but we'll go into a little bit more. Osprey's new Wargames for 2025. We talked some McCullough. We'll get into what Osprey is doing. What else? Kult Divinity Lost. Get some new expansion books. And Daggerheart's official release coming this summer.
All right.
So we're going to see the final, the critters are leaving 5e behind, and we'll see what happens, if that affects sales and players and all that good stuff. But let's start with something more fun. So Blade 68 is Blades in the Dark, but set in the swinging 60s of the setting, right? So there's a playtest available. I'll put a link in the description, and you can try out. And it's actually the playtest materials. It looks like the full text. It's a very large, like 360-page rulebook of the playtest rules. These are the same designers that did Deathmatch Island. So, of course, the layout for the book is gorgeous. So the original Blades in the Dark setting is that industrial city of Doskvol with ghosts, demons, and electrostatic weaponry. Yep. This is 100 years in the future of that setting, and they kind of give you new technology and reasons why the darkness is held out. Like the cities and the any part of civilization on the island is in these bubbles, this blue sky technology. That just beyond that is the whole nightmare of the original setting. But what this gives people is this sense of they have a name for this era that they've moved into, but it gives people this sense of optimism and favoring science and technology. So the age of consensus is what they call it. So a time of science, rationality, conformity, consumerism, and peace. Kind of the 60s, kind of post-war 60s. So the war may be over, but the shadowy game of espionage has never been more heated. So so Blade 68 is by Tim Denee and Evil Hat Productions, and of course using the Blades in the Dark original John Harper, and with their blessing, it's an official expansion. So there's major cities set on the Shattered Isles, wrapped in a bubble. This reality warping field keeps the dangers of the Deathlands safely away from you, and so then things get all groovy. But here's a little text from the playtest preview. Progress is here, but only for some. War may be over, but the shadowy game of espionage has never been more heated. Discontent bubbles under the surface and threatens to erupt at any time and any place. They've tried to tell you that the future has arrived and everything is fine now, that it's not the time to make a fuss, but you know better. You're a scoundrel, a chancer, a troublemaker. You know the streets, and you're not afraid of danger.
That sums it up. I was going to ask if in Blade 68 you still played kind of like a criminal organization, like in the original Blades in the Dark.
Right. Yeah. So what the new supplement kind of gives you different ways to play, but you're still kind of playing. It can handle spy thrillers, crime dramas, punk and counterculture, revolutionary, all just kind of the same types of characters you played before, kind of updated. Updated to a weird and wild 60s. Yeah. So you can check out that. There's a preview. There's just a preview PDF that gives you a little taste and some of the text that I read of what the setting is, and then if you apply for the playtest, they'll send you a link for that, and you get the full materials, and it's all the playbooks and everything, because there's all the each job or each class has everything all fleshed out. So they're very complicated, but gorgeously designed, but very complicated. So the only frustrating part is there's not any good VTTs that handle kind of drag and drop. Just throw this in here and it'll somehow function as a character sheet. Yeah, all of those are gone. So you might have to build something up, or maybe if it uses Blades in the Dark, there's enough. If the names are changed and stuff, you can track stuff, and some things will work if you install on either Foundry or Roll20 the original Blades in the Dark.
Well, I have to. I haven't looked at this. I have to think that the new. Not classes, but the new jobs, right, are more than just reskins of the original Blades in the Dark.
Yeah, no, definitely are.
Because that would be pretty boring, right? If you're just like this thing with the same thing with a different name, wouldn't work.
Right. Yeah. So that's true. So yeah, you're not gonna. It's you playing in person with printed out sheets is probably the best way to play test this, because I think there's a lot of work to be done to do it easily over the and because there's so much information on your character sheet that you need to be tracking, and all of the choices that you make and everything. So you have to have reference to that, but then you also need to be marking it. So it's not the easiest thing to do digitally, but when this comes out, and if they do an official VTT, it'll be beautiful. Yeah, it'll be a really nice.
I wonder if they did a VTT for Deathmatch Island.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, we were playing it early, so I'm not sure yet. Yeah, that's right. We were playing it early. Matt did all the heavy lifting for that, so Matt might know. But that also has really great. A really great layout and design. So it would be so nice to see, official versions of that, especially for something like Alchemy that really likes, the graphics and really likes the visuals. So so take a look at that if that sounds interesting. And I was just thinking about heists in the 60s, so that was so funny that came out.
What a coincidence.
We're like, whoa, hey, why not? All right, and Osprey this year has given us a glimpse of 3 more miniature war games just to tempt us, to distract us from Frostgrave. We won't let that happen.
Not going to happen.
So throughout 2025, they're releasing Pacific Command, which is the naval miniatures game, combat in the Pacific during World War II. So battleships, cruisers, carriers, and destroyers with the buzz of aircraft filling the air. So this game specifically has a fog of war mechanic. So if you ever wanted to play a more elaborate version of Battleship, this is it. So the fleets are deployed first as radar blips. Conceal your forces configuration, and then there's a dice pool system to resolve both air and sea, and command tokens to outwit your opponent. So yeah, you're basically A7.
You are not. I bet you are not. If anything, okay. The only other game that I've played that had decent fog of war was Space Hulk.
Oh yeah, right.
Like that's what I'm imagining here.
Right. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Counters maybe of different sizes represented a number of ships. The sensor blips, and once you get within visual range or whatever, you flip them over and then put the models on the table, right? And it might be decoys. And
I think that's a great mechanic, and especially for naval combat, that's perfect. So this is coming in May. So Pacific Command's coming in May, but perhaps you would like some deep space dogfighting. So Voidfighter is a sci-fi dogfighting game. So your ship has characteristics based on different die types, additional traits and weapons. And they also give you a set of pre-made ships, or you can build your own. So loads of different scenarios and a full campaign system for fighting amongst. And we played an RPG that was
Tachyon Squadron, which I want to get back to.
Yeah.
There's so many games I want to get back to. Yeah.
Yes, but Voidfighter is coming out this August.
To just be clear, Voidfighter is definitely a miniatures skirmish game, or a miniatures game where Tachyon Squadron is a role-playing game.
Right. Yes, yeah, much more role-playing involved. Perhaps all of that is too recent for you, and you would prefer Hide, Stone, and Bone. So a Paleolithic clash, wargaming about surviving, hunting, and bringing victory to your tribe. So alternating activations, a D10 system with a strong focus on campaign and the survival of your tribe. So the campaign is divided into a series of big days and scenarios. So you can either have a multiplayer mammoth hunt, survive against the dangerous cave bears and wolves, or simply a tribal clash. And then you'll be gathering food, making weapons, and consulting your shaman between
Climbing the cave bear.
Yes.
Okay. Personally, that one.
Last one, yeah. Hide, Stone, and Bone.
Right?
Yes.
Hide, Stone, and Bone sounds the most interesting to me. Followed quickly by that Voidfighter. Okay. That Pacific Command. Sounds amazing. Given where we live. It is not appealing to me. Right? Like, sorry. Living in Japan, playing a World War II game, like, cool. I want to see the mechanics.
Right.
Not playing it.
Right.
It's kind of like the same thing as like all the like bolt action in World War II and like Axis and Allies. I'm just like, no. And that's not me saying you can't play it, because I got in trouble back in the old days at X for saying, are you saying all people can't play history games? No, not what I'm saying. I'm saying I don't want to play that, right?
So yes.
Reskin Pacific Command as like spaceships, and I'm there for it.
Oh, nice. So Hide, Bone, and Stone is coming in November. So yeah, we've got a busy schedule between what McCullough's output and the other games that Osprey is releasing. There is a lot of books coming out from them. And
I might be wrong, but I think Osprey Games is also having like their Flash February sale, where like, okay, Osprey Publishing might be like 30% off, where some of their like game books and board games might be 40% off. If it's still active, it's only for a couple more days.
Okay.
Right? Like it's pretty fast. I think once the weekend is done, that's it.
Nice. Yeah, that's good. Yeah,
they more Frostgrave stuff.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, they do a good job, Osprey, and there's a huge variety of historical to crazy fantasy.
Well, even like
stuff
under Osprey Publishing is a lot of like military books.
Oh yeah,
and I've seriously been looking at some of those, especially like uniforms, because they have they run the gamut from like Greek hoplites all the way up to like World War II, and I'm like, if I want to know what color to paint these like little 6mm like Persian immortals, maybe I should get some of those books.
Yeah. No, that's true. And I think that was their original kind of bread and butter.
I think it was, yeah.
Nice. And a Kickstarter. I think this is showing up on Kickstarter. So Cult Divinity Lost is getting Dark Realms and Other Horrors. So Helmgast Publishing. So their recent version of Cult Divinity Lost is powered by the Apocalypse.
Oh.
And that was do you remember the little black Bible that I had, the rule book? Yeah. So that's basically that's the rules, but all their wonderful art is taken out of it. But I love
it looks like a Bible.
Yeah, I loved it as an object.
Did it have like
so
gold?
Much. Yeah, it was very gorgeous. Yeah. So now they are producing some more expansions for the game itself. So Metropolis, The Illusion in the Borderlands, Scarlet Bride and Other Tales, and Broken Reflections. So 4 books in a single campaign. And I think Modifius handles a lot of their distribution too. So if you want to get the original books are also available. The rule book and everything are available. And then of course they do some nice, limited alternative cover, never produced again versions for this campaign. So the books are hardcover, full color art, and then the special edition ones I think are cloth covered with some foil effects and stuff. So they're gorgeous. So all products of this campaign are in English, and So the Metropolis will be. So it looks like they're all about like 150 to 200 pages, and a little bit of gold effect because the artists they get are gorgeous, like if you like creepy gothy crazy looking.
I mean, come on, you're playing a game called Cult Divinity Lost. You're not going to get
right.
bright puppies and kittens, right?
Yes.
Couldn't think of anything else.
So a lot of creators involved in these books. So Metropolis is a collaboration of a lot of diverse voices in horror gaming, all contributing little pieces for this collection. The Borderlands expands upon illusion and the Borderlands, so maybe outside of your urban environments, and how illusions affect sleep. The aware and the enlightened are all different in that setting. The Scarlet Bride and Other Tales are several more writers working for, let's see. This one is set in the heart of Hollywood. A midnight wedding beckons, and the player characters find themselves among the invited. Nice. So you're attending a wedding. Nice. And they do. And so the other tales are the all-inclusive, the midnight in the Diner of Good and Evil, and Call of the Wild. Huh. And then Broken Reflections is a collection of horror starters.
Okay,
starters. Yeah. So exploring the different areas of the cult mythology, and so they sought to find many different voices to bring these stories alive. Each one ranges from 4 to 20 pages, and are focused on one player. Focused on one player while others are on a whole group. So there's some.
So it sounds to me it's kind of like, if it's called a starter, it makes me think like, here's like the initial situation, here's like the people involved, but it's up to you to kind of see what happens.
Yeah, and it this is amazing that they're doing 4 more books, because there already is. I mean, there's probably like 8 or 10 supporting books already for just this version of Cult Divinity. So they've really been. And the last one is the Crossroads. So Stephen Wall's Crossroads. Characters end up in a mysterious location in the Borderlands where the god of the highways resides. So some people with credits from Chaosium and other horror writings. And the last one, I'm sorry, Broken Reflections, another kind of 120 to 80 pages. I guess I haven't locked down everything yet. They're giving you a range. A dark odyssey through a brutal and unsettling journey of self-discovery. Nice. So this is more of in the style of a choose-your-own-adventure book.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, nice. So, those are all going to be, all of those pieces and parts are all going to be available, plus the previous books themselves, and there's a pretty good PDF if you want to do all digital. But the physical books themselves are really nicely produced.
How much an all-in pledge would be?
Yeah, all in, I believe, for the 4 new books is around 150.
Well, it's 4 hardcover books, right?
Right. And then I think everything gets everything deluxe. I think they do like PDFs of everything, hardcover of everything, both of everything, and then they do deluxe, and then you can go. I think like 300 is both copies of both. Okay. Yeah. So that's probably the best deal if you want to split with somebody. You want the deluxe ones, or they do, and you just want, but you want physical books. But I'm not sure where they're sending them from. So the shipping could be a little, that always
more than the books.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, but but all for there's digital stretch goals and physical stretch goals as well. And then of course, available in the add-ons is everything they produced before for the setting. But these are gorgeous looking books we've never played.
I don't think anybody has.
Yeah.
sorry.
Going through the rule, I mean the rules, it really does. I think it'd be easy for our group to deal with it because it's powered by the apocalypse and kind of weird, dark, kind of storytelling. So I think that would be fun. But
what are you saying about our group?
They're weird and dark, and they love stories. And finally, a game we definitely won't be playing upon release, Critical Role's Daggerheart is here. Almost. Summer release. So this is going to mean a big switch. They're going to dump 5e, but will you even notice? That's the thing that's funny.
Well, okay, yeah. I'm not gonna dump on Critical Role. It is what it is, right? I don't think I've watched almost none of it, right? That is what I was wondering. Like, would you notice a difference between the system switch?
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure you're going to see something, right? But
yeah, and it might be from a marketing perspective. I'm sure Darrington Press is like, come on, guys, because there's a lot of card-based stuff in Daggerheart. So character creation and stuff is cards representing abilities and things and your class and stuff. So that might be visible, on the table, and people would be like, "Oh, they're using cards," and that other game didn't have cards, or So we'll see what happens. But so sprawling card-based mechanics, and of course their hope and fear dice.
Sorry, did I say sprawling cards?
Sprawling, yeah, because you've got cards everywhere.
No.
Yeah, your character sheet is basically just covered with cards. Yeah.
Okay, fine. I don't know. Like, sometimes I feel like I'm in the minority when I try and think about conserving space. Right. Sprawling is not a word I would.
They have to pull the camera back on that.
Unless you're talking about an open world game, then sprawling, but a sprawling character sheet, it's going off the.
Yes.
Anyway, sorry.
Right, and you got to set that thing up. So May 20th, 2025, a day that will go down in infamy. So already thousands of characters have been created and beta tests have been played. So this thing is ready. It's more ready than it's ever been to be released. So I'm sorry. But that day, that May 20th, is only the pre-order day. You will be receiving the game on June 3rd, a day that will almost live. Yeah, that's before D-Day, right? The day before D-Day will live in infamy. And you can also get it on Demiplane and DriveThruRPG if you prefer digital. So the core set is, which is just the cards in the book, is $59. Okay.
Sorry, what did you get?
Pretty standard. Your book and the cards.
Okay.
The limited edition, which will never be produced again after this pre-order, has a GM screen, a dice set, a rip pad of character sheets, and some tokens, and a little funny box to put it all in.
As well as sweeping alternate cover art.
Oh yes, sweeping.
I don't know, man. I'm getting kind of burned out on the whole alternate covers for.
Right. So I don't know if that's worth an extra $90, but they're trying to pull that one off because it's never going to be produced again. Sure. Yes. So. Yeah, Daggerheart, in case you don't know, Daggerheart has there are two different domains available for all of your character classes.
All right.
And they either will use the Blade, Arcane, or Bone, and each class gets to pick abilities based on those domains. And the classes in Daggerheart are pretty standard: Bards, Druids, Rangers, Sorcerers, Rogues, and Warriors. And all players pick a class and character traits, and those are all on cards that you put next to your sheet.
I'm not against cards on a general thing. I mean, the trophy game that I helped write for, because there's lots of different things you can choose, and it is a lot easier to just go whoosh, 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 right? Or if you just want to mix and match, you're if you need one card from each of these sets, well, here you go, and I have a brand new character, right? So I'm not against cards.
Yeah, that's true, because they do represent a randomizing. If you want to do random character generation, if nothing conflicts with each other, if you could have things sorted, then
it's also a good way. I mean, 4E, right? Like Hoden saying, like, congratulations, you've reimagined 4E. Right?
Right.
Like 4E had cards, right? Like, I don't know how this works. Like, if there are a lot of like special abilities that if they're trying to do like an MMO thing where things like, okay, you got a cooldown period, like you flip the card over, or if you've got to like track stuff, or last Sunday I played in a one shot of Avatar Legends with that Alan ran, and like even that and Masks have cards, right, that you can use to keep track of like your status. Like, you're afraid, here it is, there's a reminder rule text, and once you get rid of it, you throw it back. So okay, right, the cards are fun.
And for physical playing in person, cards work well because it's easy to sort things out, and it also is good for publishing because you can release new cards.
Well, I mean, okay, like that is the sarcastic part of me where I go, and you can print more stuff that people have to buy, right? Yeah, that is the downside. But I wonder if they're aiming for this to be kind of not an introductory game, but like an on-road to the hobby, in which case I think cards also help, right?
Because you can, you're not flipping the
you're not flipping the rules. Everything is just like, here's this card, here's your weapon, here's this, right? So
no, that's true. So in the system, there are foundations, heritages, hit points, and quantified hope. You have to quantify your hope, I guess. And so character creation made easy by cards. And also, to anticipate this, Critical Role has announced a mini-series that they're going to showcase their Age of Umbra, which I guess is a grimdark setting for Daggerheart. So Matt Mercer developed the setting. They're going to do a series of videos showing off the final print version of the book in the videos, I'm sure. And so kind of testing the waters. This setting, the Age of Umbra, is inspired by Dark Souls and Kingdom Death Monster.
What isn't in this day and age? Jesus Christ.
Right. Dark Souls is weighing heavy on the tabletop industry. So Mercer says the campaign I created, Age of Umbra, is similar to Soulsborne. Okay, like everything else. It is a dark and challenging and very grim place by design. In Daggerheart, our menagerie games are very silly and very fun, leaning on flexing and going over the top with your characters. Flexing your voice acting abilities. Age of Umbra is meant to be the opposite. In the landscape it has that has been without gods for 100 years, they abandon the people and the realm itself. So this is the Morkborg of
really.
I guess as you know, the realm itself is rotting and dying, and you're just survivors in this messed up place.
Sorry, man. Like, those two things, I don't imagine going together. Critical Role plays Morkborg.
Yeah,
I don't see that happening.
Well, they played Doom or something, right? Did they do like a tabletop Doom RPG where you all play demons trying to shoot each other? Went. Yeah, so
they also
that's funny.
Wendy's game.
Oh, that's right. They played the Wendy's game. Well, they did for probably big bucks. Yeah. So the Age of Daggerheart is here. It will arrive.
The only thing there was a discussion about Daggerheart like a while back, right? And I think it kind of led to a discussion or discourse about if games need to cater to actual play, right?
Oh, right.
And I don't remember where they went, and I'm not saying Daggerheart is. Based on who produced it and where it's coming from, I kind of think it would lean that way. But I mean, like, let's be honest, there are some games that are just like they're going to lend themselves more or less to actual plays, and I'm wondering where Daggerheart is.
Yeah, that's interesting. Kind of like that esports influence on video games. Like, so many people wanted to make a game that would become an esport and compete with.
I kind of think it's similar.
Yeah, that's true. That's interesting. But I think though there's also a desire, because the actual play has become a way to kind of pass the tradition of how to run games and how to run styles of games and things to people.
We've discussed before about how like Critical Role
right
is to tabletop role-playing games the way porn is to sex.
Right, yeah. So they're just showing you the best shots.
Exactly.
But so I think it's that actual play exists the way that it does now in streaming, because you see games play that probably rarely reach most people's tables.
Do you?
Yeah.
I don't know. I would like numbers. Right?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, it's not big audiences and big, but it like
Well,
they
it is because
they
they
exist.
What was it? Dimension 20.
Yeah. No, but not these guys. And I'm talking about these guys, but I'm talking about like actual play in general is really broad now, and it's not just this weird performance art that is going on. Yeah.
I think sorry, I keep cutting you off. I think yes, okay. With the success of things like Critical Role and Dimension 20, the only word that's coming to my head is legitimize, which is maybe not the correct word, right? But okay, it has kind of opened up the field for actual plays to be a thing, right? So yes, I think are we seeing more actual plays? Are people more aware of them? Probably, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, because there's an infinite number. Every time I see somebody recommend an actual play, I've never heard of the people doing it. Yeah, so there's a huge amount, and people are more or less. You could probably do some kind of grid where people are more or less influenced by Critical Role, and so that style, so you can get closer to how a game really sounds, or you can get more into the performance of the characters and something enjoyable to listen to, just as audio drama
would be.
Yeah. You have to work. Yeah, you can work on that. Okay. We'll post that.
Something for me to do when I get back to work. Okay.
Yeah, where did you fall on this? But yeah, so we'll see what actually happens with this, because if there may be somebody that decides to stay, like Dimension 20 or whoever doesn't have their own game, and they decide to stay with 5e and make that their main game.
I don't know.
That may help support. I'm not sure. I think a lot of the lower tier, although Dimension 20 is also getting people to pay for tickets.
Well, they're like selling out stadiums, right?
That's insane. But yeah, so it'll be interesting if going their own publishing route and stuff is actually going to help them and make them a more kind of successful thing, or if it's just going to hurt them because there's not the symbiotic relationship with Wizards of the Coast anymore.
Did I hit something? Is the mic okay?
Yeah, no, it's good. It's the mic. Oh yeah, running it out. No.
Let us know in chat if something's wrong.
Okay. Yeah, no, we got some air blasting too, so we'll remove that. Yeah, so the stream's a little noisier.
Okay.
Stream is a little noisier.
You would think that Hasbro, with the departure of Critical Role, I don't know if Dimension 20 still plays D&D. You would think Hasbro would have the intelligence to snap someone up and be like, okay, we'll sponsor you, we'll give you everything you need. You play D&D 5e. Right, or you play D&D, whatever we name the next version that's coming out. Right? Heck, you could even give them stuff to preview, right?
Oh yeah, right. Yeah, that would be if
they're big enough, right?
Yeah, and if they had their ad-based streaming service in order too, that would be a great way to introduce settings and stuff. Yeah, I don't know, but it seems like they've just grabbed up people that have been popular, people that have made names for themselves and made them guest starring DMs for special things on their channels, but I don't think they've stuck with anybody. Yeah, and it doesn't, and just like throwing a bunch of famous people together doesn't make a good actual play. I think the Critical Role group have played together.
Okay, to their credit, they were playing before. They actually turned it into a
right. So yeah, they're playing together. They have chemistry and stuff. It's not just a bunch of people that are meeting for the first time and
I still think of that. What did they used to be on?
Geek and Sundry.
Yeah, I still think of that time that I think it was Chris Promise tried to run the AGE system, and people were just not at odds with it, but one person was obviously being real and silly, and other people were trying to play it straight, and this is just it was not working.
Interesting. Yeah, and I think that the groups do have to find their dynamic as well. Yeah, so you can't just throw a bunch of famous people together that have social media followings on tabletop and expect that to go well. They do because they want the views. But as far as a fun thing to watch, but yeah, so now we're seeing it. So we're seeing this final revision release of the 2024 Wizards product, and now it's going to be now Daggerheart is going to be around.
How long before we get Daggerheart comic books and crap?
Oh right. But they're
Funko Pops.
Their mystery, their Call of Cthulhu knockoff kind of fizzled, right? I haven't heard anything about that investigation. What you mean? The first thing that Darrington did.
Candela Obscura, or whatever the heck it was. Yeah,
I haven't heard a peep about that. I haven't seen it's not come up in anything for a while, so I don't know if it even got played beyond the original kind of promotion of it.
But I mean, I think I don't have numbers to back it up. But I think fantasy is the biggest genre of RPG still.
Mm-hmm.
Like sword and sorcery fantasy.
Right. Yeah, no, I think it would be except in Japan. They still love their and actually they love their tunnels and trolls too. There was actually a magazine published in Japanese with original content for tunnels and trolls, like back in the 80s, and some of that stuff got translated back. But yeah, there was it ran like 6 issues or something. Yeah, and it was just full of new tunnels and trolls content in the 80s, like when D&D was probably at its peak. So it did well here. But so that's going to do it for this week. Yeah. What a year of new games.
Coming up from Osprey.
Yes, right. Yeah, so we got some good stuff and some stuff we're not pay much attention to. But yes, so we're gonna have some tunnels and trolls, maybe character creation, and a little discussion. Take a look at the channel. I did a flip through of the deluxe Tunnels and Trolls book. So you kind of get a sense of like the entire game. There's all of the art kind of collected from all the versions is in there. They did kind of a whole gazetteer of the setting of Troll World setting and everything.
Troll World.
and they broke up. The nice thing part about the book is they broke it up into the basic rules and then all the elaborations, like all the stuff you can add on. So that's the nice thing about the system is like there are rules that you can use and not use, and it doesn't really affect things. Like they
well, then why do you have them?
No, but it doesn't like take away. Like it just the things you can add enhance stuff and kind of fix stuff. If it bothers you that this isn't doing this enough. Oh yeah, but here's a rule that makes that happen. So things like spite damage and things are fun. Are fun to add in. But where can people find you?
I forgot. Blue Sky. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Where Blue Sky and Instagram sometimes, where I'm posting recently photos of my Philadelphia Eagles inspired Frost Cream team.
Oh, nice. Nice.
That's about it. Yep.
All right.
So, how about you?
And I've got a stream coming up probably next week for the Abuse Cartoons. So Abuse Cartoons on YouTube and Twitch, and it's a single panel gag cartoon which I've been drawing for forever. You can watch me draw it, and I'll eat some snacks from Japan, and you can read the cartoon on GoComics. So gocomics.com/domestic abuse. And if you look what we're doing here on the weekly, consider becoming a weakling.
The strongest of all supporters.
Yes. You can do that on patreon.com/upturntable. And basically let us know at that tier what you'd like to see more of. Send us some
don't say Daggerheart.
News stories. Yeah, but anything except Daggerheart. Some news stories and anything that you'd like to see discussed on the show, and we will do that.
You know what? I take it back. If you want to see more Daggerheart, and gift us a copy. Okay.
Yep. Chris wants to see those cards. Wants to see how a character sheet full of cards. Right? Yes. So, that will do it for this week. Keep an eye out. I'm going to post these Swords of Serpentine. Matt did a flip through of that book too.
Keep meaning to look at that one too.
Yeah, and that's so Gumshoe Fantasy. Yeah. Oh. All right. So that'll do it for this week. We'll be back again next week.
Later, mortals.
Goodbye. Right. Feel a little weirdly off center. I think I got the camera angled wrong. How's everybody doing? Nice, happy chat. Nice. Oh, that's right. Hodak is asking. Brighthammer actual play when? Yeah, we got to get Chris to get us around the table to play that. I think that'd be fun. All right. So what's going on here? Hey, Abyss. Yeah, everybody in the chat. Is it dead? Oh, there it goes. It's working now. Oh, sorry. Yeah, I didn't see this combined chat. It that's what posts to the screen. So sometimes it doesn't catch stuff. So Abyss said I had a nightmare the other day where I had to do a Mechanicus versus card, but neither of them had enough units to meet the points requirements. Oh my god, what a nightmare. But it was over 1,000 models. Oh, nice. Yeah, Twitch has our number. We're always getting the Russian buy some views. They must pray. They look at the, the low count streams, and the Russian bots hit us hard. So how's everybody doing? Yeah, so we'll catch up tomorrow. Get Will back in the rotation. Yeah, so Matt said Will was free, and we'll get his character going. Yeah, so maybe like a shorter stream, but we'll do something. Do something tomorrow, and yeah, and I've got a bunch of the I've got everything digital and then some physical solitaire adventures for Tunnels and Trolls. So maybe make that a regular thing too. That might be fun. So there is no Deathmatch Island official VTT support. It could really use that, and I wish there was a more flexible VTT where we could drag those awesome assets in. It might be worth building for Foundry. If I could use Foundry. Yeah, I changed my router. I think it's all my ISP, so I've got to get that dealt with. But I have a feeling because it's Japan, they're completely inflexible. They're just going to say, yeah, no, we don't open ports. So sorry, because Japan has a lot of cybersecurity problems. They're always getting attacked. Yeah, but Matt did all the heavy lifting of preparing all those scenes and the sheets and everything to work in Alchemy. But that was fun. I can't believe the functionality, at least, of Astral didn't get ported into Roll20, because Roll20 still has a lot of problems. It just doesn't do a lot very well. It'd be so nice if that whole drag and drop thing and just like taking a PDF and turning it into a character sheet instantly was something you could do. Yeah, that really is a functionality. And I guess that maybe the reason they don't do that is because they're trying to make money selling you content. So the easier it is to build stuff in VTT, the less sales they're going to get. They're probably looking at it that way. So, and Astral didn't live very long, but it was very flexible, and you could play almost anything in it instantly. But yeah, I like the Hodeg's congratulations, Critical Role. You've reverse engineered 4E. Back to the 4E days. Yeah. Nice. So yeah, some grimdark Critical Roles coming up. Oh, hey, Paul. Paul's in the chat. Yeah, how'd that work out with Invisible Sun? That's right. The cube of infinite cards. Yeah, it's funny card stuff, and it's not so many of those games, like if there is cards, then every player has to have a little box or a little file where they put all their little cards in between sessions and stuff, and it's not so easy. If you forget your cards for a session, you definitely have to let the game master steward all those things around, because how you have people showing up without their character sheets to a game. Can you imagine somebody not showing up with all of their cards? How could they play? What exists? Only two heritage options: tieflings and something else, some kind of furry, some kind of magical furry. It's all cute and sexy and magical. Yeah, that's really funny. Yeah, that is weird. That weird influence. Everybody calls things a Souls-like, or everything is Dark Souls influenced. Where I guess like that's how a lot of people, especially people coming from video games, their brains work. Is you got to tell them, oh, this is going to be hard and this is going to be deadly and you'll probably die, and don't feel bad about that. Yeah. So you got to prepare people in video game terms. But like we were talking about last week with World of Warcraft orcs, that's really fucked up people's expectations of game worlds and types of characters to play and world building, because they all want things to be a grudge match between two completely empathetic and understandable cultures that nice. Abyss says fans who desire Souls fans who desire lore are a lost and confused bunch and have nothing going on in their life. So at no point is plot or lore relevant in any Souls game or Elden Ring, nor does it have any use. It is just random elaboration, and all Lovecraft inspired, or all inspired from various sources of nonsense. Yeah, but Japan really loves that kind of weird mashup, like nonsensical world building. A lot of Japanese games do that. Oh, were we popping or something? Sorry. Oh, yeah, I hope let's see. Oh, this doesn't give me the dropped frames. The other version of OBS tells me. Yikes. That's right, D&D slot machines. So yeah, we'll see. Oh yeah, that's right. Matt sent me an article about Forgotten Realms. Yeah, Netflix is developing. It might end up in depending on how things go with Wizards of the Coast, it might end up in development hell. But yeah, I guess Netflix is going to try to do a Forgotten Realms show, whatever the hell that is. But if they're not doing a sequel to their movie, then yeah, I don't know. I guess though Netflix, yeah, it doesn't. They're just about brands and trying to bring in subscribers. So anybody that liked the D&D movie, maybe they'll subscribe to Netflix. Although I haven't I thought I heard a discussion of the all of the streaming platforms have reached the plateau, like the critical mass of people that are going to ever subscribe to their platforms, because now it's in India, it's in China, it's in everywhere that you could possibly get viewers. So they're kind of done, expanding. So the horrible theory that I heard though is that they're going to push up the price of their premium tier, and everyone, because I think Netflix has already done this as well, everyone's going to offer an advertise supported tier. So you'll pay a subscription, it'll be lower level and whatever, have limited resolution or functionality, ad supported, and basically they're going to make the top so expensive that they're going to try to push everybody to that advertising model, because they're going to get the advertising thing worked out where you're getting Coca-Cola and Mercedes and everybody advertising on streaming platforms, or the streamers, and then we're just going to go back to cable television. We'll be back to cable television at that point, basic cable with your commercials and your subscription. Nice. But yeah, we'll see. Because there's a Stranger Things person involved, producer or whatever involved. So we'll see what Netflix does. Yeah, with D&D. It seems like they should have, as soon as they were referencing D&D in Stranger Things, it seems like they should have jumped on that a lot sooner while everything was a lot hotter about it, because there would have been a little more synergy. You could have gotten Stranger Things fans to go see a Demigorgon in a show or, we could have had something a little more synergy with those shows, but I don't think they really care about that. Yeah, it's crazy. Abyss and Warhammer. And so only one more room to design. Oh, for the Cave of the Boarmen. Nice. Oh, great. Yeah, we should think about I don't think there's not third-party licensing or anything anymore. Hey, Speed, thanks for the follow. That must be on Twitch. I don't think there's third-party licensing anymore until Rebellion Unplugged figures out what they're doing with Tunnels and Trolls. But we should put it together, at least as a free giveaway, because I like what you're doing so much with this already, just a little bit that we've played. So it'd be fun to put it together as a solitaire, or put it together as a adventure, Tunnels and Trolls adventure. Nice. Thank you, Matt, for those view shillers. Oh, wow. The latest box of Imperial Guard, Miguel says, is barely 400 points, but I'm sure it costs more than $400. Wow. Crazy. Yeah, so the session tomorrow will be shorter than normal. Suggested we let folks do an informal AMA. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that might be fun. Yeah, if anybody has some anybody that's regularly in the chat, good idea, Matt. We can just talk about kind of what we might do in the future. My mic is dying. Oh no. Yeah, it just seem I'm having trouble with the levels because I've got things pretty much jacked up on my mixer, but the mic's not doing great, and it might be a cable thing. I can't touch. If I touch the barrel of the mic, I always get a buzz. I don't think it's grounded well. They're not into grounding in Japan for some reason. Not their electrical. Nothing has a ground, so that might be a part of it. All right. Oh, nice. Miguel said they crashed the Orient Express in their game yesterday. Nice. Nice. So you must have been playing that setting, the new adventure. Very cool. Sorry, catching up with the chat here. Oh yeah, no, I would definitely be up for redoing the art, Matt. Yeah, and especially do it as the black and white line art. I think that would be really fun to have it look authentic. And there was I saw a guide once upon a time, or maybe it's just like a page on a website that Flying Buffalo did. There was a submission guide if you wanted to submit a solo adventure to them, how you would prepare it, and then how they would generate the kind of the randomness of it. So I'll take a look and see if I can find that. That would be fun. I wouldn't mind, redrawing stuff for the fun of it. And it'd be fun to go back and forth and, kind of make things look more like you envision them too. Yeah, cool. Oh, very cool. Thanks, Odag. Yeah, that would be awesome. Yeah, I wonder what the state of that is, because we're not getting a lot of information from Rebellion about what what their deal is, what they're even going to be doing with that property. And it would suck if they're just going to try to rebuild it, because we already got in like 2015 that kind of definitive edition. So we'll see. Nice. We fumbled our way through to Constantinople. Cool. Yeah, I haven't played Call of Cthulhu in a long time. Nice. Oh yeah, Carolina. Nice. Sorry, I missed people coming in and out on the chat here. But I know where to get cheap views for Twitch, which is something I'm desperately interested in. Very cool. Nice. Yeah, so we'll get Will's 1,000-year-old fairy wizard. Yeah, we'll definitely need some backup magic if we don't have Terry for a while, and see how that goes. And now Will's character has easy access because we've he doesn't have to slide down the slippery tunnel. Oh, cool. Nice. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. But it's fun. Yeah, I really that was really fun. I think I had the same reaction Terry had to playing Dragonbane. It's like, oh wow, we're actually having fun now. We're not like calculating so heavily what our characters are doing and trying to figure out how does this world work. We're just enjoying the kind of classic fantasy RPG. Nice. Yeah, plans. Yeah, but we can talk about the games, because definitely want to see if we can give Blade 68 a try. Although I gotta check the playtest materials. Maybe we can't stream it, so we could play it, but we'll play it offline. Yeah, I don't think they may not want you to playtest stream. Yeah, there is something buzzing, isn't there? Sorry, guys. Yeah, I'm hearing a little bit of line noise. Hope you guys aren't getting it too bad. But the stream audio is going to be a little bit noisier because of the and it's going to be the same thing in the summer too, because we got to cool it down. It's really cold here. It's actually freezing. So yeah, compared to other parts of the globe, it ain't nothing. But yeah, it's just wet and cold in Japan, which is annoying. Nice. Oh, nice. Oh, so are you gonna take Will's character like through a solo introductory into getting to the cave? Oh, that would be cool. That'd be cool. I hope we don't see any fairy skins. Tiny little fairy skins drying on the the racks in the cave. Nice. Oh, sure. Yeah, we could do it, because everyone that's on Patreon, if you're a patron or a YouTube member, you have access to the Discord. So yeah, you could submit us questions. We can set up a channel and then just tell you in the chat where to submit stuff. Yeah, that would be good too, because then it would keep out just random your mama jokes or whatever would show up in chat. Yeah, but we can restrict it because the Discord is closed to just us and patrons and members. Finish TNT, Blade 68, Dragonbane, Swords of Serpentine. Yes. Yeah, and if we need some variation, what else do we have? Oh, Mothership, like to try that. We still have the third adventure for Alien, but we have the new Alien rules coming out too, so we'll have to see. We're gonna shift. Yeah. Well, yeah, I think some solo, and so that may just happen like whenever. And I think Matt did a good job. The solo cyborg that Matt did, recording that offline, was kind of cool too. I don't know, but maybe it'd be fun. The solos would be fun online, because then you could get input from people that are watching if they run it again, like, because the character death might be pretty continuous. Run it again, same character, new character. Yeah, Mothership, Alien. Yes, we got many weeks though, right? We got to fill all 52 weeks, although we're down a few. Oh, and Traveler, Before I Die. Yeah. Yes, Replicant Rebellion is coming back. Yeah, that's right. That book is on its way. So as soon as the replicants rebel, um, poor Perez is gonna have quite a day. Yeah, that'll be cool. That's right. Yeah, it's going to depend on availability and stuff, like what players are doing what when. It was so much easier when it was just Matt and Will. We were there every week. We could do it all the time. Yeah, that's the difficult thing is the bigger your player group gets, everybody's schedules get involved. Because people have holidays and work commitments and family, that kind of those kind of commitments that you can't say, well, I'd rather be playing a game. Nice. Oh, I don't know. I mean, then we'd have to mod. I've got the Discord set up, just so I don't have to, you know, control it, because I've heard people tell real nightmares about what their Discords can turn into. That's why I haven't made it public, because we've just basically used it as originally for communication for our online games, and then I just kept anybody that wanted to kind of watch the channel. So yeah, just to have that barrier to entry helps, because I think you're right, Abyss. It would help grow, but then we're gonna have to watch it because you get some psychopaths in there, and it gets all fun. There was so some people, I've heard some horror stories and people that have actually gotten stalkers and stuff off of their Discords, and they've just shut stuff down in the tabletop world. So yeah, that is true. But it would be good to have a place to kind of hang out in between stuff. But it's just $1. For $1 you get a place to hang out. It's like 67 cents or whatever. Whatever comes our way. Just enough to keep the lights on. No, but Calerion is on Patreon. So yeah, it's Patreon, and everything is open to everybody that can access it, but you'd have to send an invite out to get somebody in. So generate somebody that's already on that server, generate a link to invite somebody. There's no public invite, and it's not open right now. Yeah, so we can give we can give Abyss power and control. Yeah, if you're up for it, Abyss, if you got the time and energy to moderate stuff, that wouldn't be bad at all, because it would be fun to be posting stuff. We could post art and stuff that we're using in the streams and stuff. So yeah, but so right now it's just automatically you get access as a patron or a member at every tier. That's the kind of the basic perk. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't want to live my life on Discord, just quashing the CP or whatever the hell's gonna happen on Discord. Yeah, you never know. Hey Vero, how's it going? Yeah, it's public to the extent that a patron or a member could send an invite link to somebody. Please don't publicly post an invite link anywhere. But yeah, that's right, Calerion. Replicant Rebellion. I gotta keep that in mind. Although that's gonna be, I don't know. We'll see, because they probably have. I think they do have an adventure, like some part of a something in there. It won't be a case file though. So I think because it's more meant to be more campaign play. And yet Discord is too much. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of getting involved in whatever internet drama and stuff that could possibly start on platforms like that. Yeah, I don't know. I just it's enough to have to have Matt with the band hammer on YouTube. All the stories are true. Abyss admits it. Yeah, it's just I just have avoided it, but It could change, yeah, as things grow. Yeah, we're getting up to 300 episodes. My God, and 3,000. We're almost up to 3,000 subscribers. Crazy. It's been going on for so long. Yeah, it's great that Chris has been able to skip that many lunches, or walk and eat that many lunches. Yeah, I was just looking at the Luna City Blues. They had an update. Facebook, they're doing some updating, but I guess the only thing, the starting adventure, they said, is the only thing that isn't finished. I can't wait to see that come out. So that's the kind of investigating. So Mutant Chronicles universe investigation RPG set in Mutant Chronicles, and of course, yeah, you'll be a detective in Luna City, and I think it's using its own system. So yeah, hopefully we see that sometime soon. Yeah, and I'd like to talk to Mikhail again about it. Maybe, yeah, closer to release, we'll do a follow-up interview. So I talked to him about his Cthulhu game as well. Nice. Like a cult. Nice. Yeah, I don't have the charisma stats for cult-like activity. Cool. Yeah, we'll have to see how it goes. But yeah. Oh yeah, Speed was on Twitch. Thank you for the follow. Nice. But yeah, looking forward to hanging out online, and we can kind of talk about that as well. Like we can talk Discord stuff tomorrow as well. See how we want to proceed in the future. Yeah, because we should do something. Oh, there it was. I was looking forever for that. I was telling Chris about the Chinese Chinese poster for Brave New World, the Captain America, and Captain America is in silhouette on the poster. He's a red silhouette, so you can't see his race. China is amazing. Yeah, of course. I hope that's a fake. I hope that's something somebody faked. Yes, yeah, we can do surveys. Yeah, I think you can, even Matt, as a mod. Where's the engage with your audience? Ooh, I clicked a button that said engage with the audience. You can start a Q&A in the live chat on YouTube, or start a poll. Hey, informal. Ooh, informal game. Nice. Oh, hey, informal game. I know who that is. I know that channel. Nice. Good to see you, Griff. Yes, I'm still working on the video. I've got a group of stuff, but what into the Wild Blue Yonder is the video is coming. Nice. Yeah, I can start a poll. Nice. Here we go. Let's do let's just ask everybody that's lurking and whatever. Jeez, I can't type. What do they want to do for the Discord here? Yeah, this keyboard is really weirdly flat. Okay, a yes and no poll. Here it goes. Let's see. Does that work? Yeah, I think you can do this as well, Matt. Yeah, so there should be a box that pops up. So should the Epter Table Discord be public? Oh, 100% no. 100% no. Uh-oh, yes is coming. Wow, it actually, you watch the percentages fight it out. But, yeah. Yeah, if there's somebody that'd be willing to always keep that on. I just don't, because of notifications and stuff, anybody that, if you just set up Discord on your PC, you're just getting that chirp or that weird sound all the time. So if you're doing recording or anything, so I've disabled all notifications on Discord, so then I don't follow conversations, and yeah, It's just the whole thing. Oh, it's on YouTube. It should have popped up as a white box on the YouTube chat. So you got to be looking at it on. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure if it pops up. It may not pop up if you're on a phone. Let me see. But yeah, we should play around with that more. I think you have. If there is, you should look, Matt. There should be a. If there's a button, a plus sign, where you enter chat on the YouTube, at least the website, you should be able to do things as well. You should have nice permissions. Yeah, it shows up on the mobile app as well. It's just a big white box that kind of covers up the chat. Oh, great. It's going to be 50-50. We're going to be flipping a coin. Yeah, right now. Right now it's at 50-50. Nice. Oh, yeah, that's what we should ask as well. Oh, thanks, Griff. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I thank you so much for sending that. That's really very cool. I think that there's and I've seen some people say some nice things about it, so I want to go through that, and hopefully if I can figure it out, I'd love to be stateside next Arnicon. That would be awesome. Nice. Yeah, it looks like the poll shows up in both places. Did you see it, Matt? Oh, okay. So you don't see. Yeah, controls for you making one. Okay, yeah. So we'll have to figure out. We'll figure that out, Matt. I'll figure out what account you're in on, and then I can give you permissions. I think different permissions for the channel. 57% yes is winning. All right, and then we'll have to do elections for mods. I think Abyss is in the lead right now. Crazy. Yeah, I wonder if that is a real photo or not. Cool, but yeah. So we'll have a month. So we'll have almost a month, like 3 weeks without Terry. So we've gotten permission to continue with Tunnels and Trolls, and then we'll see what to pick up from there, and we'll figure that out. Yeah, figure that out tomorrow. Yes, I want some buttons, some buttons printed, and at least some bumper stickers, or some flyers. Abyss. We'll spread those around, and we'll see. Oh yeah, right. Yeah. That's true, Griff. Yeah, at first, because Discord was, I guess, originally meant to just kind of supersede any gamer chat or like voice chat stuff. So they did both text and then voice chat, and then the rooms have channels and stuff. And some people really have like super automated. A lot of companies, like Evil Hat, and a lot of like, it's a good way to promote their games and stuff. They can have channels for each games, and basically like a just like a giant message board, but it can constantly be asking you what you want to see updates on and what you don't. And yeah, there's a lot of automation that can be done. It's come a long way, but it also has gotten pretty dank. All of the worst people in the world have shown up in Discord servers. And remember the company announced like a year or two ago, we can see everything you're doing in Discord, so please stop doing all of that illegal stuff. They literally had to tell people, yeah, we're watching what you're doing. That was, I think, during like right before like the Twitter leaks and all that stuff were going on. Discord announced, yeah, we're watching you trade your files and links, you deviant law breakers. Nice. 52 and raining in Northern California. No fun. Yeah, we've kind of got that same kind of weather as like northern, like the Northwest in the U.S. It hovers around freezing sometimes, not a lot, and it's mostly just like cold rain. Nice. Yeah, Griff, we're doing, Matt's put together an adventure. We're doing kind of a 50th anniversary Tunnels and Trolls campaign to enjoy, because that was a few with Matt's original group. That was one of the early games they played, so we brought that back. Yeah, Blade. Yeah, I got to get through the Blades. I don't think. Yeah, I think we can probably start something with Blades. The trouble is going to be, I'll probably, like, if I'm going to run it, I'll print everything out on my end so I can physically look at stuff, and then you guys will have to look at PDFs or But actually, you should print out at least the character sheet to be able to mark it up. And luckily, they do have like black and white. They have like minimalist, like printer friendly versions. But yeah. Oh, that would be great. Yeah, a living legend. That'd be great to get Ken St. Andre for Arnicon. Yeah, I got. Oh, jeez. If it's in October again, yeah, I should make plans. Damn. Yeah, I've got family up there that needs visiting, so yeah, should do it. Yeah, right. Abyss is saying, imagine all the degenerate stuff that they they have seen. Yeah, the therapy for the Discord surveillance team has got to be pretty expensive. Crazy. Oh, Orcus, yeah, Orcus has got a bunch of. Oh yeah, I wonder if Orcus uses Discord for. Hey, somebody's on fire. Oh yeah, I linked up with Ken St. Andre on Facebook, and we messaged back and forth. That'd be cool to get an interview. Yeah, and I know Stephen Crumpton. We used to be table neighbors at San Diego Comic-Con a lot. So I know him as well. I haven't found a good way to, because I think he's off Twitter as well. So I haven't found a good way to message anybody. I've messaged him in a few different places and haven't gotten any replies. But yeah, both Steve and Ken would be so fun to talk to. Yeah, especially this year. It would be awesome. It'd be good timing. Although I wonder, because I saw somebody post, I think it was just the text of an interview, and it sounds like Ken St. Andre might be a little frustrated with, it's his baby, and then it got bought by that WebSphere, and then they killed all the third-party licenses, and then it got bought again by Rebellion. So I wonder if there's a little bit of unhappiness about that. Although, just like Dylan, selling his catalog, you got to eventually like turn it over, or else, really, really trust, whoever is going to handle your estate to do the right thing. Because if you're like Charles Schultz, your family wants to keep that money coming in, or they'll make bad decisions. Or like Tolkien as well. His grandkids suck. But yeah, that was a funny thing. So explicitly, Charles Schultz said, when I'm gone, there's no more peanuts in the newspaper. No one draws it again. It's over. And his syndicator said, the family and the syndicator said, well, let's not be hasty. Yeah, I don't think he was even cold when they started, republishing the best of or whatever in newspapers. So that kind of stuff is tricky. Oh, what the heck? Who's this Chris? Get him out of here. Where's the banhammer? What a crazy world. So Chris gets to watch the end of the live stream she was just on. See, just here is where Chris would have been. Nice. If you could just turn on a stealth webcam at your office, we could do this whole thing together. That would be hysterical. You can't talk, you just like pop up. Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, I've got family up that way. Yeah. Very cool. Oh, jeez. Yeah. You gotta do that. Yeah, Kafka. I would imagine we'd have posthumously published terrible, half-finished Kafka what is the what happened to Conan pastiches? We'd have Kafka pastiches forever. Oh, interesting. Oh, wow. Yeah, I guess, yeah. It's the maybe the family has a bigger sense of. Yeah, I don't know, because it is kind of hubris and stuff to say no one should draw Snoopy, but because already a lot of people were drawing Snoopy, especially for all that animation during his lifetime. But yeah, interesting. Oh, Abyss is asking me what my vote costs. You have to visit my Amazon wish list for that. Nice. Yeah, interesting. That would have been. When think about how many times that has probably happened, how many Kafka's works were completely burnt upon their death. Yeah, interesting point, Griff. Yeah. Oh, Chris puts in the $1 million. Chris ain't cheap. Nice. Yeah, so we'll take a look. Oh, so no is winning. No is winning. Yeah, I mean, and we may do a we could do like a weekly Discord or something too that could be like totally public, and then have yeah, because so far it just yeah, seems to work. That little bit of paywall helps the Discord not be unmanageable. But we shall see. Oh, hey, let me do this for well, Chris is on. Copy this link. Here's that poster that I was trying to tell you about, Chris. I'll put it in the chat. If you're still there, I guess stealth, you can't bring this up, but that's does that work? Yeah, there it is. That's the who is Red Hulk fighting? Oh, China. Yeah, it's so funny how desperate the West is trying to get into that market, and that market doesn't want you. I mean, Japan, I think, has the there's like nostalgia built in. I think they've even though they can turn on the hate faucet anytime. A lot of Japanese pop culture has become childhood memories and nostalgia bait and stuff for Chinese, but American pop culture has not at all. Like when they were releasing the Star Wars sequel trilogy, Chinese were like, why are we looking at these old white people? They look scary. So there was no reason to go to the effort there. Yeah, and I wonder if the Western movies, because they have to partner with somebody for distribution, I wonder if it's that same system where basically your tickets are all pre-sold. Like they force theaters to like buy the tickets ahead of time, so you know exactly how much money you're making from a film release, because it's not a legit system. Nice. Yeah, right. At least make Cat blue. Well, the aesthetic, red is because it's just after Chinese New Year, so they wanted that red celebratory, red and gold celebration colors. Oh, they're fighting in DC, right? That's why the cherry blossoms. Yeah. Yikes. Yeah, getting a Valentine's Day release. But cool. Yeah, we got lots of stuff. Yeah, isn't that funny? They don't want to I don't know what that's all about, but they figured that out. They figured it out with the marketing that they'll tolerate that. Oh yeah, I wonder what Matt comes in with $1 million. Yeah, the movie theaters here have always been expensive, but they're trying to, they do like special days and stuff, and they do a lot of promotions depending on what like cell phone company you have or whatever. They do like half price days, which makes it a little more tolerable. But yeah, movie theaters seem to be hurting in Japan as well. But unlike the U.S., they're not separate companies. Like there's Toho Cinema, so there's like the studios own the theaters, so they could probably operate, at a loss in some places and still, keep the theaters open. Because of how much, foreign markets and how much other ways they could generate revenue with a movie. It doesn't have to do that great. And yeah, if they do things more like the Godzilla -1, they should have it. A popcorn shield. I can't believe, I guess since Dune, how that popcorn bucket thing has gotten so out of control. Yeah, they have to make a big novelty, and there's a Chinese factory cranking those things out as soon as and I'm sure Alibaba or whatever, you can order a case of them, a pallet of them. Oh yeah, the Fantastic Four teaser, that retro. I don't like the casting at all, though. I don't like anybody, and maybe it'll work because hopefully they screen tested them together. But I'm tired of the Mandalorian's bloated face and everything. I don't mind him as an actor, but he's not Reed Richards, and I do not like the Sue Storm actress at all. So it's going to take some convincing. They're going to have amazing chemistry for that. Well, we don't know what you've been doing with your Dune popcorn bucket, Chris, but it probably came from came off the factory line that was previously a marital aid. Is that what you call? See, this is why I'm afraid of the Discord here. Nice. Oh, Undine. Oh, cool. Yeah, thanks for the recommendation. I hadn't heard of that. Oh, nice. Nice. IFC. Yeah, I'll have to take a look. Yeah, good fantasy recommendations are always welcome. That's cool. Oh yeah, that Captain America, that Brave New World movie. I think it's like the 4th iteration of it, and they've been shooting so many reshoots, and the script's been butchered. So I don't think it's going to be even comprehensible. Like what was the story supposed to be for this movie? They've stripped everything out of it because if it was a follow-up to that Disney streaming thing, there was definitely a direction they were going with that character, and I think they abandoned it. So yeah, we'll see. Oh, oh yeah, on the Silver Globe, I haven't seen that film, but I've seen films or YouTube videos about that film. It looks amazing. Can you get on the Silver Globe? I thought there was something weird about the distribution of it, or like the availability. I guess everything is available in some way. Yeah, I know about on the Silver Globe. Very cool. Nice, thanks, Griff. I appreciate the recommendations. Yeah, Oberyn Martell. Yes, he's going to be in the new Fantastic Four. He's playing a bloated-faced Reed Richards. Yeah. I don't know. There's something. I'm just tired. I'm just tired of him being in everything. Their default guy. Oh yeah, definitely. The theatrical experience is so different And you don't really, I think we're gotten so used to that, and I think that's why so many filmmakers are like, God damn it, I'm making these masterpieces that people are watching on their phones. It's got to be like heartbreaking because, yeah, like reflected light and the scale and both the sound and the image in the theatrical presentation is like a totally different experience. There's some films that I really love that I'd really love to see Stalker in the movie theater. I'd love to see Come and See in the theater. I mean, I think it would be almost overwhelming, like, sense-wise. It would be pretty intense. Sorry. Pedro. I'm tired to see it. And same with the other Latino guy that's in there. The villain in everything, the Dos Hermanos chicken villain from Breaking Bad. It's like, do we really have? It's like, are these the only actors of color that you can cast in every role? What's his face? The first time I saw him was Do the Right Thing, right? He was the lunatic in Do the Right Thing. But yeah, those guys are. I'm glad. I'm happy for them. They're making a lot of money, but I'm so tired of seeing them. Cool. Yeah, that's right up my alley. I think your recommendations are good, Griff. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, that's why I miss, because we don't get that much. There's not a lot of art film theaters here. I think the museums here do some screenings, but it's nothing like the scale of, New York or LA or San Francisco, where you can go see amazing stuff theatrically. It's hard because even the IMAX screens are tiny in Japan. They just don't have the real estate to do it. Yeah, Giancarlo Esposito. Yes. Yeah, I'm getting tired of him being a villain and everything as well. I guess though Disney, they must have some sort of, are they like, they have little cabanas on the lot, the Disney studio lot. What was his first what was that character? Oh, it's not gonna work going that way. Yeah, but yeah, you could barely recognize. Oh, he's probably like 19 years old or whatever in Do the Right Thing, but hardly recognizable. Yeah, very cool. Yeah, he kind of got stuck. He got pigeonholed. Whatever. What's the expression? Yeah, I'll have to check out Undine of Griff. Thank you so much for that recommendation. But yeah, he's definitely typecast. That's right, typecast. I'm tired of seeing him as the calculating, intimidating villain. He definitely has much more range than that, and we're just not going to see it. Oh yeah, especially if they if it was upscaled like Pinocchio and Snow White, the original animation in and on IMAX would be insane. But yeah, they don't want to. I'm sure there'd be like huge disclaimers about little people and all kinds of stuff, and older women carrying poison apples. You shouldn't judge them. There'd be so many disclaimers now. And a woman's agency is not dependent on a man kissing her when she's under a spell. We'd have to. Well, there'd be this whole this crawl of Disney disclaimer now. Nice. Oh, that's cool. Oh, Carolina recommends it as well. Nice. Oh, I gotta check this out. I can't believe. Yeah, I'm just not paying enough attention. I'm like just watching Criterion, the Criterion Collection streaming service, and not getting any new recommendations. I'm just recycling through things because there's so much stuff I haven't seen. Nice. I like how we're balancing this art film Disney Marvel releases conversation. Yeah, he was the baddie in Mandalorian, Breaking Bad. He just keeps showing up and stuff. Yeah, he was good and intense in that his weird shift, was so good, that cold, calculated, you know, unnerving villain worked well in Breaking Bad, because there hadn't been a lot of the heavies and stuff had been so over the top until they established him. But yeah, poor guy can't get away from that. Nice. Oh yeah, I gotta check this out. Cool. Yeah, that's the other thing, is the rights stuff in Japan kind of sucks. We're limited to a lot of stuff that is just never going to get localized. They're never going to bother doing subtitles in Japan, so it's really hard to get stuff, access to stuff, like legitimate access to stuff here. There's a lot of stuff. And it's funny too, they'll start a TV series or a streaming series, and they'll start to do either a dub or just subtitles for it, and then they'll just stop. Like, so I think like Mad Men never finished in Japan. Like, it kind of showed up on a few streaming services and a few of the cable channels, and then they're just like, I don't think anybody's watching this, and they just kind of abandon it. So I think it probably happens less often now if things are just subtitled, and also because like Netflix has, you know, crazy, if something gets supported or whatever however the licensing works, if the subtitling is more open, you'll get like a dozen languages that you can choose from in Japanese Netflix. Sometimes, you know, a lot of anime and stuff, because they probably want the distribution rights to sell into different territories, it's only Japanese, but some stuff is is wildly subtitled here, which is funny. The only frustrating thing is I wish there was an option, and I think there is. Somebody built like a Chrome extension that does this, but dual subtitles, because I can't watch things in Chinese like with friends or family here, because nobody understands Chinese, and we need both English and Japanese subtitles. So it'd be cool. A dual subtitle option would be so nice. I mean, that takes up a lot of real estate, and it looks like the old Hong Kong bootlegs, you know, of DVDs back in the day. But it would be nice to have dual language subtitle options, because then, you know, you don't have to watch everything alone. Nice. Oh, no way. Oh, that's a great story. So Griff was saying, yeah, obsessed with Asian film and renting them from a place run by Christians, and they edited out. That's amazing. They edited out. Yeah, Chris, there is, if you can watch Netflix through Chrome, there is a Chrome extension that will let you do dual subtitles on Netflix. I'm sure it's not very good, doesn't look very good, but it functions. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, that was, and since the internet and streaming, like, since the internet can now, you know, has been able to handle video for quite a while, but that used to be the thing. Like, in LA, you'd find those video stores that would just be like, you know, VHSs of laser discs, and then eventually the bootleg DVDs, and stuff that would just, you wouldn't have any other access to. But yeah, that was the only way. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, yeah, I wonder. Yeah, it seems like that's true. But AI is just so imperfect. You know, it's like you couldn't trust. I mean, you already don't. Every time you see that AI summary search result at the top of Google or whatever, you just have to jump past that, because if you get caught reading that as a legitimate source, it's gonna, you know, you're gonna have some weird, confused understanding of the world depending on what you've searched. Matt's dissing the German language. I'm kind of like that with Korean too. Yeah, I don't want to listen to Korean too much, and there's a lot of original language with subtitles is always the best, to give the actors you know, their their chants, their actual performance. But yeah, some languages are hard to listen to. Yeah, the original language. That's funny. Oh yeah, VLC. Yeah. There you go. Abyss is recommending piracy. Yes, and a VPN. Right. Oh yeah, Das Boot in surround sound. Nice. Germans yelling at each other. That's funny. Germans yelling is a legit genre, and pretty sure fetish has some. Nice. Mm. Oh, sorry. Did I misread? I'm sorry. I'm misreading chat all the time. Did Carolina not? I assumed. Yeah. Nice. Or did I misread? Yeah. Yeah. We'll see. Gotta figure out a way to get some better access. Yeah, I've just been relying on Criterion. The thing that is cool, the recommendation that I will give for Criterion is it's kind of a way to test their physical media releases, because they put up everything that's going to be contained on the disc, all the supporting materials and interviews and commentaries all go up on the streaming service. So when they put something up there, because they don't have their whole catalog, they have kind of a curated selections every month, but you get to see like everything that's on there, and that almost stopped me from buying the Criterion release of Stalker, the Tarkovsky film, because there's a Rian Johnson fucking interview, like his opinion of Stalker is on that Blu-ray. I was like, that's the last thing I want, and it's fucking horrible. Like, he shows his stupidity by saying, yeah, the film was just so weird, and the weirdness is what I like about it, and yeah, just his opinion is garbage. And it almost, if I could, take out those that optical data from that disc, I would, because I have no reason to watch that. But that almost prevented me from buying that disc. But I love that film. And a lot of the great Russian stuff. There's a channel that does English subtitles, Russian releases of all of their, kind of the masterworks of Soviet cinema, is on YouTube. Nice. Bad European shows. Yeah, right. Deep movie, shallow critic. I can't believe that was a weird choice. That was Rian Johnson was a really weird choice to talk about Tarkovsky. I can't think of anybody worse. Nice. Oh, wait a minute. I missed that. I met Matt. Oh, Matt's talking Eurovision. Eurovision is European pastime. Nice. Yeah, check out. I'm not gonna be able to bring it up quick, but there is a really good YouTube channel that does Russian releases, like good quality Russian releases of Soviet era films, and they're good quality. The video is good quality, and they have built-in subtitling. Yes. So yeah, good stuff. I think they have all of Tarkovsky is up there. It's a real short name, like Moto or Mode something. The channel, but if you search any of those titles on YouTube, you'll probably run into it. Now we're talking European football. Nice. All right. Well, so tomorrow, I guess Will's gonna get get into the cave of the Boermen the hard way, and then we can pick up the following week with the campaign. Yeah, that'd be fun. To once that's finished, and and that's the nice thing is maybe what we play, we won't play everything that you're preparing, Matt, for the adventure. We won't get through the whole cave. So that'd be cool to release that as a Tunnels and Trolls adventure. However, I mean, we'd just do it. There's no license anymore, or maybe there is. I don't know, but we'll see. How to release that. That'd be cool. Okay, cool. So yeah, that will do it. So tomorrow, a little Tunnels and Trolls, an AMA, some more questions about the Discord, and then I'll get a chance. It'll be offline, but I'll get a chance to play some Frostgrave with Chris on Sunday. So we'll report back how that went, and Chris is going to try to draw in a new player to some skirmish wargaming. Hopefully that would be great to have a regular thing. But so we'll be back again soon. Thanks again for everybody. And so the big perk, if you want into that Fort Knox of a Discord server, is to become a member or a patron, and it just automatically, as part of the benefits, part of the perks, you'll get in. So I see when people become members and stuff, because they just pop up in the Discord. So thanks for watching, and thank you. Thanks for all the support, and come hang out with us tomorrow about this time, and see what kind of how many thousands of years old Will can roll a fairy. And good to see everybody in the chat. Maybe too numerous to mention. I'm going to forget somebody, but take care, and keep an eye out for Swords of the Serpentine, Matt's flip through coming up. And if you want to see deluxe Tunnels and Trolls, everything they put together for that book, and it's got a nice little color section in it too, to reproduce some of the Liz Danforth paintings. But we'll do this again soon. So take care, everyone, and goodbye.